Hello, everybody, and we are back with some more Satisfactory. I did a little bit of, off-stream mining, but yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, by off-stream mining, I mean this is a whole different world that me and my buddy Cap Guy were playing on over the past like 3 or 4 days. And yeah, I made it a little bit further than my main world, not super much farther. I just we have steel production on this world and a little bit more. But with that being said, uh, very, very excited. We're in a whole new base area, so like we have... Here, I'll show you what I got going on over here at the base. So we have a train station. You'll probably see it coming here soon, maybe. It goes to and from an oil well. Oh yeah, I guess we do also have oil processing too. We got that. We got automatic production of like modular frames, interior plates, rotors. I haven't seen that one going up. No, okay, there, it did just go up. Okay, plastic, rubber, gasoline, screws, iron rods, iron plates. I just added the screws, iron rods, and iron plates. But I'll show you what I got going on down here on this layer. So it's just a whole bunch of... I upgraded our things down there to minor Mark IIs, and then now we have a whole bunch of constructors going into assemblers and such to automate every basic resource. And yeah, I just added the base iron resources because we are also actively making it down there, so I didn't think it was as important. Oh, and then for any of the like excess that gets created, what I have it set to do is it's set to go to the sink here. That way we're getting something at least instead of nothing, you know? I think it makes sense. And then these are backflows for each storage unit. So each storage unit has a backflow of 6 containers. 6 industrial containers. Like this one's already backlog. I think this one's already completely full. Yeah. So it just goes to the sink every time. And the way that I did this was using smart splitters. So smart splitter splits off forward to the right is to its correct container. Forward is to any undefined, and then left is overflow. So if there's overflow, it'll send it that way. If it's anything else than what's supposed to go in these containers, it'll go straight. Same thing here, goes straight. If it's anything other than what's supposed to go in there, to the right is what's supposed to go in there, and then to the left is overflow to the sink. I think it makes sense. But yeah, I was gonna get some copper and iron production a little bit more automated, using like minor Mark IIs and such. Since I have not upgraded that since the start. It's still making stators and stuff over there. One of them is, but that's fine. We can put a temporary pause on that. Yeah, let's start from scratch. Let's just get rid of everything. Let me put down an industrial storage container. And I'm thinking about putting the storage, like the storage units down here instead. I don't think that's the worst idea. I do not think that's the worst idea. I don't want this copper ore. Because let's see. So let's get rid of all this. Oh, goodness. I don't need this. I don't want to. I wish there was a quick way to delete. Oh, there's the train. I also got a couple blueprints set up, too. Fun fact. Fun little factamundo. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? Okay. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay. Let's see here. So, first things first, we need a miner Mark II, which I need encased steel beams. Let me get the things I know I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. Probably that. Definitely that. What else does it take? Miner Mark II's modular frames. Do I have any in my island? Yes, I do. Okay, and then encased steel beams, steel tubes. Encased steel beams, steel tubes. There we go. I was like, I know I had some on me. Okay, and then we can go craft a little portable miner real quick. Go ahead and do that real quick. I think we need... There's only one resource node, right? I'm gonna make two just in case, because might as well. Okay. Should be good to place some miner Mark II. So this is a normal node, which means this one will produce 120. Only 30 can get smelted per minute, so that goes into 4 smelters. So this is kind of in my way, I'm not gonna lie. Delete all that. Here, I'll just send it out this way. Miner Mark II. Alright. So now that we got that going, we can do 2 splitters. 3 splitters total. We'll need a splitter. Hold on, let me just go ahead and get this stuff set up. We'll just use all conveyor belt Mark IIIs. That's what we have the most of resource-wise. So we got conveyors. We got a conveyor splitter, smart splitter, merger, lift, other lift, constructor, assembler. Okay, that should be good, I think. Okay. So, first things first, we need to figure out where we're going to want to lay this out. I'm not opposed to laying it out a little bit more over here, starting right here and then working our way forward. I think that might be a little bit easier. So, like, put a splitter right here. So it's like this. And then we put another one right here. And then we put another one right here. And then this one connects to that. And then this will split off into 4 smelters. So let's go ahead and put the smelters right over here. Forgot to put those in my little hotbar. Okay, so input right there. 2, 3, 4. And I don't love the way that looks. Hold on, let me go a little bit more towards the middle. 4. Perfect. This one will go right here. This one will go right here. There. And then this one right here. Oh. Hi, lad. What? Oh, I guess that works. Obviously, this is all going to be copper. 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 Let's go ahead and get the base resources made first. So, I'm going to be using some of it. I want to automate, like, the computer-related stuff a little bit. So, like, what is it called? I can never remember what it's called. Well, I guess I can type in computers. That'll work. Computer. So, we got that. Plastics are easy enough. That's going to be harder to automate, but we could also have it, a little bit of the plastic diverted into, on the train line, diverted into somewhere else and have a different base set up. That wouldn't be too difficult to do. Cable. So we are going to need cable for this, and then circuit boards. Okay, let me write this down in my notes real quick. Notepad. What? Okay, so computers take cable. Yes. Okay. And then circuit boards are made using copper, sheets, and plastic. Okay, so we may want to start producing some of these computer components over there a little bit. So maybe we'll have an export out of New Atlanta. That might honestly be a little bit easier. Okay. Actually, no, it'd be easier to bring the plastic here. 100%. Copper sheets plus plastic. Circuit boards. And then computers were 4 computers again. Computers were they need cables, 4 circuit boards. Oh, so we'll have to use a manufacturer for the computers. Okay. So we need to start. The first step would be automating A, cable, and B, circuit boards. But we need to automate cable that we can have, and we need to automate cable that we can use for the circuit boards. So in an assembler, what does that look like? Hold on. Let me go ahead and place one of these bad boys down. Okay, I need rotors. Okay, so for circuit boards, we need plastic, and we need copper sheets. It makes 7.5 per minute. We could overclock that into 8, and then so it consumes 30 plastic per minute, which is quite a chunk, and then 15 copper sheets per minute, which isn't too bad. I have all these set to copper ingots, right? Let's just go ahead and get all the base resources being made for now. Wait, this is 120 divided by 2. 120 divided by 2 is... We got 120 coming this way. 60, 30. You smelt 30 a minute, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. I just don't want to go further down the line and then have stuff that I need to fix. Okay, but we can have this go out to like 8 constructors, I believe. We may need an X. No, I may need to hook that up though sooner than later. Get the plastic going over here, or I could split off the plastic that's being imported in that one bin. That'd actually probably be a little bit easier. Okay, so constructor. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then I'm gonna need 4 splitters. Basically, I can make... I can use to make a lot of each resource. Quite honest with you. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I place too many? I have 4 smelters being split off 2 ways in each one. I might just place them really close together. Fine. Ah, I need more steel beams. Gosh darn it, dude. Gosh darn it. Don't worry, we got plenty more of those. We'll be fine. I may need to push these up a little bit. Constructor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is fine. Go ahead and put one of these into each of these. Okay. Alright, so now we got our constructors going. So what do we want to construct? How much does it use of each for each one, actually? I have iron wire, which would be nice for certain things, but not dealing with that right now. Okay, so wire. I also do need to not optimize, frickin' automate stators over here. Would be ideal. Well, what do I need to make stators? Stators. We have a quick wire stator, which is you make more per minute. But for now, it's just steel tubes and 8 wire. It's actually not too bad to make. I can just split off the steel tube production over there whenever I route it up here and then have it go into an assembler and make stators for us. That's not that too big a deal. I can manage that. Okay, so we need to automate. Let me go back to my notepad. We need to automate computers, circuit boards for the computers. So one thing is automating circuit boards, another is also automating computers, because I want to have both being made at the same time simultaneously. Then also I haven't automated stators or motors yet. Those are the two things I have not made yet, or automated yet, that I probably should. Okay. We need to get... We just need one making iron. So this is being split into 15 per minute. I think that's what everything takes. So we'll just make these be our 3 basic resources, these 3 on the end. What did I just do on the other one? I think... Oh, I need cable. I need to use another constructor in conjunction with the other one. So that one uses 60 wire per minute, and this produces how much wire per minute? It produces 30 wire per minute, so you need to use 2 wires to consistently make cable at the optimal rate, which means that this one I should not have, and I should shut this one down. And that'll give us... Oh, it only makes 2 cable. Hold on, no, I just have to use those 2 constructors. I'm a big dum-dum. Ignore me. Ignore me, I'm just a big dum-dum. It's okay. Yes, so this is good. Right here. These will both be set to wire, which will then merge together to make cable. So we use a conveyor merger. Sure. Put it in a structure out front of it. And then this one will make cable. Okay, so that's the basic resources done. It consumes 20 per minute, so it's not fully... It's not fully optimized. I could underclock this one a little bit to compensate if need be. Yeah, that might be what I need to do. So I need to gain 5 on this side per minute, which means I need to... We're not going to be producing as much wire. That'll create a backlog. So we want slightly above would be better. Okay, so now underclocking that one will still produce 20.4 wire per minute, which is a lot, but at the same time it'll allow the excess copper ingots to go into this and optimize that to where it's constantly going, which I think is very much worth. Okay, so these 3 done. So what do we have to work with now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 of copper little thingies to work with now. We do indeed. So what we'll do with that... I don't think stators use anything that requires copper. Oh, it does. It requires wire. Makes 30 a minute. A wire. Oh, wait. I just thought about something. Rotors. What do they cost? Rotors. I also have those iron things I would need to work on too. I don't know why I'm typing rotors into there. Hold up. Rotors. So. Ooh. Steel rotors is a good recipe, but rotors go with copper wire. So I'll make this one at the end for stators. Yeah, that makes sense. So this one will be for stators. I'm going to put this one going out this way so it kind of helps me remember. Okay. And this will need to produce wire for them. Yes, that's good. Now we have on our list copper plus plastic. So we really need to be getting more plastic in here. I don't think we're making enough plastic. Motors. Which is what? Rotors and stators? I'll just have the stators split off whenever I get that produced. And stators cost copper as well. I can probably split off the copper on this one, the wire on this one. Let's see. Do I still have that assembler down? I don't think I do. Okay, let's look here. So, rotors consume 20 iron rod. Well, that ain't a big deal. Producing the rotors ain't the big deal. It'll be motors requires 2 rotors and 2 stators, which stators require what? Again, I know I'm going in circles a little bit, but stators require steel tubes and wire. This is tough. I don't have steel tubes routed. So I'll need to split off either the production of motors or make 2. So maybe I'll do some stators for the... Yeah, we're going to be producing well over the amount of wire that we need, because this only consumes... Well, it consumes 40 wire per minute, and this makes 30 for stators. I might be wrong. Hold up. In order to make motors, well, we have rotors automated at our main base, so I don't worry about that too much. Do not worry about that too much. The only thing I really need stators for are motors, and I would like to have extra just being produced. So I need to make 2 production lines of stator. So that means 2 things of wire coming through, and they consume 40 per minute. So I might need to slightly overclock it. Let's see. How much wire would we have coming out of this? 1 stator's for motors, 1 stator's for... 1 stator that I'm making is for just having, and 1 stator is for motors. Does that mean that I need another steel? Well, we have plenty of steel production. We just haven't merged together. So this one requires cable, so I'll need more cable production. It consumes how much? You make 2.5 per minute and consumes 8, so what? 20 wire cable per minute? How much does this make? 30? Okay. Yeah, we're chilling on that. I could just have it to where it produces 20 instead, and then have 10 being split off to help make the computers. Yeah, I don't mind that idea. Do not mind that idea. Merger. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So this will produce the wire that goes to our base. This one will go for computer production. So this one will go for computer production, but we'll have computer production out here. Okay. So that means I can go ahead and place a manufacturer if I have the resources, which I don't on me. Let me see if I might have them over here. Some plastic. Not enough modular frames and not enough motors. But now we need the circuit boards being produced out here. Unless the circuit boards get imported and produced out there, but I don't think there's copper near to do that. What was I grabbing again? It was something for the manufacturer. Oh, I went down the wrong tube. Gosh darn it. Okay, I need, for the manufacturer, I need more modular frames. I went the complete wrong direction. I don't know why I was going down there. Right? Okay, so this will start producing wire that will go in here. I also don't have smart plates being made yet. That's not something I really... The heavy modular frames, that's not something I care to automate at this time, at least. Okay, the computer, though, this is what this is going to be making. I mean, that's what these things require, though, right? Computers, this one requires a computer, this one requires smart plates. It's a little bit more complicated of a thing. Okay, so this one's making computers. Computers require cable. This is giving cable. So now we need circuit boards to feed in, and we need plastic to feed in, which means that we need 2 runs of circuit board somehow. Okay. So, as for circuit boards, you would use an assembler. Do this one. Assembler. Okay, this one's no way. You're not using it no more. Ooh! Ah! There we go. We Gucci. Okay. So now this will produce circuit boards is what I want to have it produce, which is copper sheets. So I need this one making copper sheets. I don't know why that one's set to wire right now, but it is. Because this one, wire, copper sheets, wire, makes cable. This one should make copper sheets, get fed into 1/2 of it. And then whenever we get a little bit better plastic importing, we will bring the plastic into this side and have this one make circuit boards. And it consumes 15 copper sheets per minute, which is a little bit... 15 copper sheets per minute. This makes what, 10? I may have to use both of these for that purpose. But I was also needing some wire for the stators. That's fine. I'm trying to balance out how many circuit boards. It makes 8 circuit boards per minute. And how many circuit boards do you need for a computer? You need 4 circuit boards, and it consumes 10 per minute. So it consumes 10 per minute, and we're making 7.5 per minute, so we absolutely need that. Maybe we could just overclock it. Maybe we just overclock this one and have it consume 30 ingots per minute and don't split off into another constructor. And then just, I can't split off the circuit boards to do that, though. If I overclock it enough, though, so let me go grab some power shards if I don't have some over here already. That'll work. For now, what I'll probably do is just split off the production, and we may have to increase production of plastic over there at New Houston. I know you guys haven't seen that yet, but we will have to. Let's see. Wrong thing. Wait, nope, right thing. Okay. Excuse me? Oh, it already made them. So if I put this up to... Wait. Yeah, if I put this one up to 20 and have 2 going into it. Ooh, you know what we could do? I mean, you have to have it at 20. Well, let me just do 10. There we go. So, I'm looking here, and if I do that would be 2 copper sheets being produced into this at once. So I need to merge 2 of them together. That'll produce 10 circuit boards with no excess. So I just need to have another one that's slower for regular circuit boards, I think. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just have another one that's a tad bit slower for circuit boards. And then this wire will go to making motors and stators both, I think. Wait, hold on. No, I changed this to one where it's to 20 per minute. Oh my goodness, my brain hurts. Okay, so bring this out here. It's going 30 a minute into here. So we can produce more copper sheets from this one. Yes. Yeah, so it's consuming exactly the 30 per minute. It's making 15 instead. So if we... Oh, never mind. I don't need to overclock this. The only reason I would overclock this would be to make it to where it's making even 10. I'd rather this one be slow and be able to have another thing of circuit boards being made. I think that makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So we will then have this one. Oh, but this one doesn't split off now if I do this way. Means I don't have an extra one for more wire. To make the stators. I may need to find a new spot for copper. Okay. This one is using 30. Copper sheets. Overcharge it. Overclock it, whatever you want to call it. Alright. Now that we overclocked it, we'll be making 15, which is exactly the amount that we need for the assembler to be fully functioning. And that into that half, and then we just need plastic for these two, and then we're good. This one needs to output into here. Now that'll make circuit boards, and then I would just need plastic routed into here as well. Okay, so now all three of these are just plastic that they need. This one's going to be circuit boards as well. Well, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. The only thing that we are now lacking on is motors and stators. Is there another recipe for any of the components of motors? So stators, we do have quick wire stators, which is a little bit, might be a little bit easier to handle. Yeah, I think that's going to be a move. So we're going to start making quick wire stators and then have that being used to... And then I can convert these into rotors over here. So the iron over here I'll convert into rotors. I can use the quick wire and steel to make stators along the way over in New Columbus. But then I can have them transported back, I guess? I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it, unless I want to bring the quick wire have it come all the way over to where the steel is. I don't really care to do that. Well, I guess that would honestly be a little bit easier, because then it has to go there, back. Yeah, no, it would be wiser to bring the quick wire this way. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that so far. And then I just need to route plastic down here. I don't know how much plastic we're making. I should probably go check that out real quick. I'm going to check out how much plastic we're making at the other place. How much plastic per minute. But we're getting there with computers being automated. How close is the train? No, my luck is probably all... Oh, no, it's right there. It'll be here soon. I also like the way the sink pokes through here. It looks really nice. Now, our plastic container may be full, but it doesn't fill up fast enough, I don't think. I need to see the exact number we're getting per minute in order to kind of calculate how to optimize this. Oh, there it is. Let me in and let me in. We may have to start using those other oil slicks over there to start making more plastic. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to 100% be the move, is to turn the other oil slicks, since we've only optimized the pure, or put into effect the pure ones. We need to use those two other oil slicks that are over there for the normal ones to form more plastic. That way we can have more computers and circuit boards being made. Then I am going to start branching off some quick wire. I'm going to go look at how that production is going and see what all it takes, and then bring the quick wire over here to our base. See if there's any not being used. So it stops here and then picks up sulfur, and then delivers it to the other city that we're going to. Because nice to have. Which I don't think that we're really delivering much. We're not really doing. Me and my buddy Cap Guy, we're not really doing much with sulfur right now, so it ain't no big deal, you know. But it is full right now, so it's not gonna do nothing. And this is the route that I have. So I had to kind of put 2 train stations back to back, and it just stops at one on the one way, stops at the on the way back, and then delivers it either way. Just to kind of consistently offload it. I think that this is going to be workout though. Honestly, some of the plastic that we're using for the packaged fuel, I may want to dial back on that and use some of that plastic for, what's it called? Might want to use it for the circuit boards and computers. Plug! Okay, let's go see over here. Plastic is being delivered ever so slowly out of here. Wait, what? Why is some of the plastic going into a sink? What? Why is he using such slow... Why? I don't like that plastic's going into this thing. I also don't like how slow this is. Yeah, this one looks fine. Yeah, that one's fine. I need to fix this. A, it's going too slow. B, I don't want the plastic going into there, so I'm just not going to have the plastic split off into there. I did not know you could do that until just now. Literally, this moment right now is the time whenever I figured out that you can do that. You know what I'm gonna do here, actually? Sorry. But, smart splitter, I don't have the materials for it. Never mind. My bad. That's fine. I need to go grab the materials for that. Gosh darn it. But yeah, we're not getting nearly enough plastic imported. I was wondering why plastic production was so slow, because I knew it shouldn't have been. Here, I'm going to also rate the speed on that. There we go. I think that's going to be a lot better for us. Also, this is just extremely slow, that's why I'm doing it. There's no need for this now. Only one that I do see a need for is the petroleum coke. That's the only one, really. Because, yeah, the only thing we need going to the sink is that. As long as the speeds are up to par. Here, and even better, what I'll do is I will replace the one that merges all these together. Oh, it is already a Mark IV, so we're gonna be good. Because it goes into a sink whenever it gets unloaded at the other place anyways. As long as the whole cargo doesn't get filled up before the train does a round trip, which it shouldn't. This one seems slower, though. Oh, it is. This should up our plastic production significantly. Wait, why is sulfur being... Oh, he did say that he was doing something with that. Train's about to be back. I did just fix it, though, so... Doesn't seem like it's giving that much plastic per minute, though, does it? $14, $15... Okay, let me go see about this plastic that's over here. I mean, it seems like it's pretty consistently being used. I really don't think this needs to be overclocked too much. I mean, look at this backup. It's getting split into things to package a bunch of gas, I guess, but... Definitely a backlog, which means that we could lower production on this and divert some of that plastic to the base. No, come back! Don't leave yet! I want to ride! Okay, well, we'll get to at least see how effective this is going to be. Does it not take all of it whenever it takes it? I could have sworn it did. Okay, let's see how much plastic it'll be for one rotation, which is about 5 minutes of time. What we'll need to do is the other oil slicks that are around here. Somewhere. One, like, literally right here. We probably need to up the plastic production on that and get some being put in there. And there's another one over here that we can do that with. We need a lot of plastic, so I think that's going to definitely be the move. Like, the package fuel, I don't even know what we're going to do with yet, except for maybe use the jetpack, use it for the jetpack and stuff, but we're making so much of it. Okay. It isn't giving that much plastic. It's like giving... Looks like 1 plastic a minute. I mean, 60 plastic a minute, more or less. I'm not the one... Cap Guy is the one who set up the oil rig. I set up a lot of the other stuff in the other places, but he set up the oil rig. So, like, I don't know how all it works, really. How you get the plastic. Okay, so... Let me look at the logic here. So, extracts, it gives plastic as a byproduct as well as the liquid. The liquid is going into another refinery. Okay. But the byproduct of making the heavy oil residue is just plastic, and it gives 20 per minute. And how many of these are we using? We are using 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're using 4 of these that are producing plastic. So we're producing 80 plastic per minute. So we then go to the constructor here, and we're consuming 40 of that plastic per minute to make gas can. And these consume 40 canisters per minute. And we're making how many? 80? Ugh. Yeah, we're just gonna have to use the other ones for plastic. There are no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Wait, what does he have inputting over here on the top one? Fabric, probably? So I just need to put a merger up there with the fabric. That's fine. Let me see if I can't figure this out. I don't know if I have the materials for it or not. Oil extractor. So effectively, we're only getting like 20 plastic per minute, which is not good. Or it's not great, I should say. Okay, I do actually have the materials for that. So I get that. I make a little fluid buffer, as I like to do. Copper. I don't have copper sheets. Of course I don't. Train's almost back. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and make as much of the plastic as I can. Wait, so what if it doesn't have anywhere to go? What if the fluid gets backed up? Do you think... I think it would still run, though. Because it still has fluid to try and... Oh, no. Oh, wow. Hey, the train is back. Choo-choo. Okay, so... Didn't have too much more plastic. Yeah, we'll just... I'm gonna take the train back, though, to get the copper sheets and stuff. Let's go ahead and look what I need. Okay, so... I'll do that after I get back, actually. I don't want to miss the train again. So out of that one, we were getting 20... We got 4 refineries for... Well, we could... That one's a pure node, which is twice as much as a normal. He was using 6 different refineries. 8. No, 6. 6. So I could probably use 3 refineries for the... No, but the last 2 I think were 6 meters cubed a minute. Hold on, I need to look this up real quick. Does oil back up plastic production satisfactory? That is not what I was asking. Does oil back up? Okay, let's clarify. If oil is full refinery, will it produce plastic Satisfactory with no liquid output. Will completely stop working, go idle if any of its output slots, solid or fluid, are fully backed up. If your liquid output, like heavy oil residue, has nowhere to go, production halts entirely, even if you have plenty of crude oil. Refinery holds a small amount of fluid internally. Once that internal fluid buffer fills up, the machine locks up until you're cleared the liquid output pipe. I could put it in a buffer and just have it set to flush every time, right? Is that a thing that you can do? I wonder. Okay, I don't have copper wired up here yet. Copper sheets. Boy, I have all these copper ingots. I do not want these. I do not want them, Sam. I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. I guess I could have made copper freaking sheets there. But whatever. This will be good for me to learn, though. So I'm going to bring my copper sheets over there, and I'm going to start working on that a little bit. Well, here. I'm going to go ahead and do this first for the first three, so they go ahead and start filling up product. I did create a little blueprint for my storage system. Patent pending storage system. I need more steel beams. So what if I've been playing for 16 hours? Who gives a darn? Who gives a dimmy darn? Whoop. Do I want some? What's up, Distant? Do I want some cool whip? I always want some cool whip. When would I not want some cool whip? Okay, I have a chest full of stators. I have another chest with a lot of them. Another chest with also a lot of them. Okay, I'm not too concerned about stator production then. Not at all. Okay, I'm going to grab some steel tubes because I feel like I will end up needing that as well. Right. Got my materials now. I'm just gonna add it to the storage so it starts building up storage, but I'm not gonna actually route it fully up to the base yet because I don't want to do that right now. I would rather do it all at once. It's just easier that way. Once I get like computers and all that added up there. Let me make this one number. Put it like right about that. I'm not using this tractor path anymore, so I don't matter so much. Dang it! More encased industrial beams. Wait, what? Why you spelled cause? Some cool... What? That ain't making no sense in my little brain. Tell me why I spelled cause and it autocorrected to whip. But that doesn't make sense in context. I'm confusion. Oh, do I have... Wait. Full? Not full. Gets inputted there. Oh, no, that's right. I don't know how we have that full first, though. What? Oh, it's at the end. I'm stupid. Never mind, ignore me. One plus 1 equals 3, not 2. Makes sense. That's how I feel right now with all this math that I'm having to do in the freaking game. Okay, and then I just need to put connect this there, connect this. There. Then connect this one, this one. Let's go ahead and wire it up so we can go ahead and get that production going. Right? There we go. Should start producing us some freaking wire, cable, all the above. Get it. And now I need to go back to the other base and try and start producing more plastic so we can automate computers. Then I want to automate rotors and motors at some point, but I don't... That's not... Oh, wait, hold on. I am going to end up needing more motors. Speaking of... What do you mean I'm a pretty unfair judge? I ain't no judge. What does that mean? Whoop. Okay. Motors. should be plenty. All right. Hopefully I get up there before the train does. And then I also need to route concrete up there at some point, but that takes literally 5 seconds. I didn't say she commits murder. I never said that my girlfriend commits murder, okay? I just said that she stabs people for a living, not commits murder. There's a difference. Very distinctive one. Oh, me doing that already upped the incoming transfer rate to 151 items per minute, which is significantly better. Wait, is it not? I thought that meant it was already almost here. Let's see how our iron production's coming along since I just did that. Ooh. Ooh, going pretty good, I think, I would say. Now I just got to figure out what I want to make with iron down there. Probably more rotors. That's probably literally all I'm going to do down there is just rotors. Maybe I could make more reinforced iron plates with the things up here, but... Rotors, ooh, yeah, I can make 2 things of rotors, one to combine with up here and one to use with the stators that I'm going to be making to make more. Yes, sir, I like that idea. Ooh, train's here. I love that idea, actually. What's crazy is waiting for the train to go round trip is faster than just going to where I'm going anyways. Isn't that crazy? Trains are pretty fast. I recommend getting them set up as soon as possible, especially if you have far away distance things, like I have an oil rig that I'm going to. Yeah. You need trains. Boop. People don't know why they just have the sound of it. I know they're beautiful. Till the crowd points it out for them. Bro, I have Orbiter by Noah Khan still stuck in my head. Fire song. Fire song. Okay, so whenever we get there, we get our oil refinery set up. But we need to set up 4 of them, and then we also need to... I guess that is true, though, because he's needing to output the fluid, so he's having to do that. Otherwise, production's going to stop to 0, so he has to get rid of that fuel somehow. Is there... I need to know if there's a way to flush. Like, consistently just flush the fluid. Like, if I include a buffer and then just flush, flush, flush. Ah, no, don't leave, please. Thank you. That is exactly what you should do, Distant. Good idea. Smart man. That is a smart man right now. Right there. Okay. I need to test things out. So, if I, let's say, just put an industrial, really hope I grab the stuff for it. An industrial fluid buffer. I put a pipe there. Sure. I have this just set to flush. This fluid buff flush mode, the full pipe now. Oh. Oh, hold on. I might be cooking a little bit. Hold on. Okay, so how much does it produce? That's what I need to know first of all. So, we're producing 120 meters cubed per minute. All right. We're producing 120 meters cubed per minute. Let's go ahead and make some a refinery at least for now. Okay. So, in this to make residual plastic, wait, you can just isolate it to just plastic. Wait. But then you need to just two plastic, 1 meter of heavy oil residue. Why would I want that? Why not just do two residual plastic, have the excess polycarbon, construct it into rubber? Because we don't really need the fuel at this time, right? I think that makes sense. Oh, it's residual plastic. You have to make the residual plastic first. And then you probably use residual plastic. You make plastic. Oh no, that is just plastic. So you can have it just make plastic instead of the fluid and plastic. Okay. But you need polymer resin to do that. How do you get polymer resin? Make fuel out of crude oil. But if you just make residual plastic, you need polymer resin. Or you can make heavy oil residue plus from just the crude oil. That one uses 3 meters cubed. Whereas this one uses no fuel, but just polymer resin. Bro, this is hurting my head. Okay, so we're using 30 meters cubed a minute. That means we could have 8 of them making this. And I need to figure out if there's a way to actually flush this or not. Have it consistently set to flush. Okay. Is there a way to have a fluid buffer consistently flush Satisfactory? Requires routing the overflow into a container rather than applying automatically. Oh, but you can turn heavy oil residue into petroleum coke. Okay, how do you make petroleum coke? Petroleum coke is made using just 4 meters cubed of heavy oil residue. Okay, so we just need to turn it into petroleum coke and then have it constantly flush itself. Said tomorrow will be a long day. 7-hour drive? Dang. Okay, so we make plastic, it'll make heavy oil residue. We have the heavy oil residue turned into petroleum coke. And it's only producing for every 30. So we're going to be producing 80. We have 8 of these set up. Hold on, my math is right? No, it's 120. My bad. So we have 4 of these set up. Yeah, we have 4 of these set up, and we'll just have it turn to petroleum coke and flush itself. That should, if my math be math, then I think that makes sense. And then I'll have to have. So we're producing 120 per minute, so 4. So we'll just be producing 40 heavy oil residue per minute, which requires. Oh, that's perfect. That'll evenly distribute out perfectly. Okay, cool. Okay, then we go with another refinery. One, two, three, 4. Sure. I would like for a fluid buffer to be right here. Go right here, sure. Okay, so in between the 4 of them would be like right here. Okay, let's just go ahead and put one right here. I want to go right there. Right there. And another one right here. Right there. Oh, not right there. There. Then wait, I think I did have it right the first time. Okay, that goes like that. Then I need one like or okay. Maybe not perfect. Okay. Good. This will make plastic. This will make plastic. We'll make plastic. To be fair, you could probably automate this a little bit more. How do you get polymer resin exactly? You make fuel is how you get polymer resin. But it's not worth making. But if you make fuel, you get 30 per minute of polymer resin, which is 5 cycles of that. So you get 10 plastic from residual plastic versus... yeah, no, it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. If you're making fuel anyways, it's good to convert, but... Okay, now one more refinery. Okay. Ooh, I guess I'll need to just... Something like that. more cooking. If it's not in Minecraft, you got nothing? Dang. Should be fine. And then this one will make petroleum coke. And all that we'll do with the petroleum coke is then need transport. Where's the sink at? Let me place it on here, please. This is a merger, right? Yeah. Hold on. Actually, it's just going to be easier to... get over here. Hello? Game? I know neither of these are outputs, so... splitter. This one's a merger. Okay. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, shoot. Oh. That's supposed to be an output. Okay. Game? Hello? Let me try this. Ew. Am I tripping? This is a merger, right? This is a merger. What is happening? What? This is an output, right? No? Do I have this backwards? I might have this backwards. That might be it. Hold on, let me see. Ooh, yeah, nope, that is definitely backwards. Okay, refinery. Okay, are these backwards? That looks like an input, input. Yeah, I think just that one backwards. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, and then now I just have to merge. One, two, 1, 2. 2. 1. 2. Input, sure. Same thing for here. Input, sure. You know what? This line's slow. Just put a merger right here, and then go this way, and then add it in that way. Still shouldn't be exceeding 270 items per minute. Okay, now I think all that's left to do is just power it on, no? Yes, sir. Okay. Go ahead and put a power line. Oh, it looks like we already got some power up here. One. Did I set this yet? No, I did not. We want to put petroleum coke. It may try and fill the buffer up first, so I'm not sure how that works. It probably does. That's my best guess. We'll find out if it works soon. What do you mean, discipline your dog? What does that even mean? Hopefully we get more plastic here in just a second. I accidentally unplugged my mic, y'all. I'm sorry. Gosh darn it. Their liquid go into any of these. This song sounds like The Neighborhood, kind of, low-key. Oh, I need this one to be set to plastic. Why no go? Maybe I put a pump? Maybe? I shouldn't need a pump, I wouldn't think, for this, though. It doesn't really have much head lift. Maybe up here? Interesting. I'm going to guess it's the buffer. It needs to be filled first. Which will be a hot little minute. Hold on, I need to look this up. Does the buffer fill first? Fluid buffer satisfactory? Oh, I hear stuff running, it sounds like. One of them's at least working. Why? Oh, there it goes. Sure, once it gets a little bit more, then it will start going in there. What happens if I put a pipe pump up here, just in case? Why is it going separate? Like, why is it not functioning the way I want it to? Okay, I need to figure this out. Why are flow rates so low on one side versus the other satisfactory? Means I'm gonna give it a few minutes to see. See, this one seems to be working fine. This one seems to be working fine. Maybe once the pipes are full and each one is full, that's what I'm gonna guess. Then we'll see this one getting a little bit. That's my best guess. That's the only thing I can think of. The dog ate your earbud? That's not good. Just wait for it to shoot it out. It'll be alright. think we might be getting flow here in a second. Or maybe not. Does Satisfactory take into account gravity with fluid? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. I think we're good now. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're chilling now. Bet. So make sure all this is working the way I want it to. I'm happy with that. I'm not complaining about that. I think that works. Okay, so that should have upped our plastic production by... Okay, so let's look at what's going on over here. So this is consuming 40. And then we are producing from these... Hold on, I need to fix this. This isn't going to bug me. Okay, anyways. So we're producing 20, 40, wait, yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80 per minute. 40 is being consumed by the plastic thingy constructor, the plastic empty canister constructor. So we're getting 40 a minute from effectively. So if we're getting 40 a minute effectively there, and we're getting 4 times 20, 80, so we're effectively getting 120 plastic a minute now. Okay, so what that means is if we divide it by 4, that would be 30 each, which I think we can use increments of that for the computer component. Back at lead base. Now we wait for the train to come. And we'll have to just split it off and then do a little bit of headache. Ugh. All right. I'm probably gonna go ahead and end stream there. We made a little bit of progress today. I've been sick the last few days and I still don't feel great, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and end it here. But I appreciate all you guys for joining, and I hope that all you have a good rest of your night.